Today I have been given the task of making a batch of cookies with no recipe. I mean, how bad can it go, right? I mean, a cookie's a cookie. Can't be that hard. So I'm formulating a list of ingredients that I know definitely go in cookies. Flour, butter, sugar, chocolate, milk. So right now, what I'm doing, I'm waiting for the water to get warm because I am washing my hands. So we have flour, very important, sugar, and we also got baking powder, which I'm sure is the same to baking soda. And there's also milk in the background, not sure if we're going to need that, so I'll put that over there. It's butter, that's the only butter we have, so that's butter. And then we got cooking chocolate and regular chocolate. I don't know what the difference is, but I'm sure it's not that great. And then here's a little bit of coffee to add more flavor. I'm feeling okay about it. I guess I'm pretty excited. I think with these sort of things, you just got to start and see where it takes you. 110 grams of granulated sugar. 69! Okay, we have 69 grams of flour. Butter. So this is all the butter we have, and I do like my cookies nice and buttery. So if I pour this, it's not really much of a pour. If I... You know what? Oh wait, no, that doesn't work. 87 grams. So in case you're using this as a recipe, so as you can see, this is very, very bitsy and dry. So that kind of slightly concerns me. So I'm going to do the unthinkable and add milk. You know what we need? More sugar. You can never have too much sugar. You know, my great-grandmother came up with a saying so that you never forget to add just that little bit more sugar. It goes like this. Sugar, sugar, more sugar. So I don't know if the milk actually helped. So when you're doing your own thing and using this as a guide, be sure to not add milk. But I have, so you got to work with the cards you're dealt. And I dealt my own cards, so that kind of sucks. But now we're going to use my flour. This flour. We're going to use the flour. Now it is creamy, and I will not be... You know what? Okay, now I've got my mixture. Wait, there's still baking powder left. I think that's about enough. Now, what you want to do is you want to take your baking powder. You don't actually want to roll it off your sleeves, especially if you're wearing clothes. What I'm doing here is I'm breaking the chocolate into tiny little bite-sized crunches. Pieces. I don't know why I say crunches. What even are crunches? So once you have your chocolate bits in, obviously you can have your own things, but I choose chocolate because I am a good boy. Now, I don't really have a spoon, so I'm just going to have a little bit of coffee. This is enough. It's very, very important. It's called the waterfall technique. Letting the coffee grains run down your hands like a waterfall is the true way of collecting flavor. Every time I look at it, I get traumatized because my mother used to spank me with this. It probably wasn't this. You know what? I bet good money that with this wooden spoon, I have been spanked before. Are we allowed to put that online? So once your mixture looks a bit like this, what you want to do is put away your electric whisk because it is a liability, especially with Peter in the house. We need baking grease-proof baking paper. It is baking paper. You know, as a dyslexic, sometimes you just gotta guess. You gotta guess what you're trying to say, and like 70% of the time, it really does not work. But baking paper, this time it worked. That is weird. That is a weird texture. I feel... Does this need more flour? This needs more flour. You don't really need a specific amount. This honestly doesn't feel any different from last time I tried it. But that's okay, because a bad cookie, say it with me, is better than no cookie. As many of you guys know, Mahatma Gandhi died in 2002. which is was not a coincidence because I was born in 2002. So cling on to my words of wisdom. Put it to fan 180, because that's how hot it needs to be to cook a pizza. I really, I feel like if I do it 180, because you're not cooking the pizza, you're just warming it up, right? Am I right? I think I'm right. So if you're warming up, that takes less heat than actually cooking, so I think I'm going to do 200. Time to put in the cookies. We are going to put it in the center of the oven, just so that it has the most heat. Personally, I don't think it's gone very well. Who knows, they might not even turn out to be cookies, they might turn out to be roast beef. The milk was a mistake. I don't think you put milk in cookies. You have milk with cookies. That was the one. I knew there was a correlation. I wasn't completely wrong. Cheers. Oh gosh. It's very dry.
And very sweet.
Yeah.
Just listen to this. I'm going to read you the ingredients of cookies and what they're supposed to go in. 275 grams of unsalted butter.
That's a lot.
275 grams of soft light brown sugar. 225 grams of granulated sugar.
That was more than one sugar? I knew it! That's why she kept saying sugar, sugar, add a little more sugar. I think that's how the saying went.
2 large free-range eggs.
Eggs! I forgot the damn eggs! Eggs go with everything.
2 tablespoons vanilla extract.
Okay, yeah, that's...
475 grams of plain flour.
Okay.
400.
475. I need way more flour. That's why it was all sticky.
2 teaspoons of baking powder.
Okay, I add baking powder.
300 grams of milk chocolate.
Okay.
And sea salt.
Oh gosh, salt. How could I have forgotten salt?
So, how do you feel about your recipe that you came up with?
I'm disappointed. I mean, if this turns out to be amazing, then, you know, I won't be disappointed then. But right now, I feel disappointed. I've let my family down, I've let my dad down, my mum as well, and also Jamie Oliver, because I remember he always says add a little pinch of salt. And also, like, that whole thing over there, the thing that I did, the meme, like, that was supposed to be a salt thing. Next time, I'd add eggs. I'm still so annoyed. I didn't add eggs. How could I have forgotten? Eggs. They're like really popular. That doesn't taste nice. Thank you for joining us